beloved parents and guardians, family and friends, let us all welcome the candidates for graduation. May we request everyone to please rise for the processional of the faculty, university fellows, administrators, and guests of honor. Please remain standing for the invocation to be led by Ms. Faith Marie Lagua, candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry.
Let us all remember that we are in the most holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank and praise you for this day that you have uniquely blessed to witness the culmination of years spent in diligent study and mastery of the knowledge and skills needed by us graduating students to pursue our mission in life. As our sovereign and gracious God, you destined this day and place for each one to be here. Students and their parents, relatives and friends, professors and mentors, as well as the rest of the community that supported us. Bless this day, O Lord, with a kind of joy and fulfillment as we recall the learnings from each day of our stay in the university, the laughter and tears we shared with fellow students in our intellectual pursuits, and the ways our mentors have patiently tried to instill those learnings. May there be no regrets due to some failures along the way, because even through these trials, we have survived with the help and support of our families, friends, and teachers, because in all of these, their good intentions have brought us finally to this day. And as we receive our diplomas and meritorious awards, may we give the honor and glory to you, our Creator, for you have lovingly and generously given us everything. We implore your faithfulness to guide us as we choose our individual paths in the real world. May we stay grounded in the values that St. John Baptist de la Salle has instilled as our foundation to pursue our desired roles in society. May we always pursue truth and excellence in our endeavors, upholding respect and love for others. Continue to inspire and guide us, Lord, in everything that we do. Strengthen our faith, and let your love keep us in the path you have destined for us. Protect us from the evil one and from the corruption that worldly desires and pleasures bring. At the end of the day, it is to you that we will be accountable for all that we have said and done towards others. This we ask in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the entrance of the University Mace and Colors. Ms. Angela Nicole Dondonay, candidate for the degree Bachelor of Science in Marketing Management, will now lead us in the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig. Di ka pasisiil sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bukaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwal, hatid pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Lagwa, Ms. Dondonay, and the DLSU 247 Naval ROTC Unit. May we request Brother Bernard Oka, FSC, PhD, Chancellor, to introduce the commencement speaker.
Nestor V. Tan, President and CEO of BDO Unibank, Inc., joined BDO as Executive Vice President in June 1997 and became President of the bank in July 1998. During his term, BDO achieved the following milestones. Moved up the rankings in resources from being the 20th largest bank in December 1997 to become the largest bank in the country by September 2008, a position it has held since. Over a 10 period ending September 2019, yielded an 18.6% total shareholder return on an annualized basis, representing share price appreciation and reinvested dividends compared to the Philippine Stock Exchange 13.3%. Over the last 5 years, earned the distinction of consistently being named as the best bank by Alpha Southeast Asia 2010 to 2016, 2018, Asia Money 2018, Euro Money 27 2008 to 2008, 2013 to 2015, and 2017 to 2018. Finance Asia 2010 to 2018, Global Finance 2016 to 2018, the Asian Banker 2018, and the Asset 2013 to 2018. Achieved the distinction of being considered the most reputable bank in the Philippines in the Kantar TNS Most Reputable Bank Study. Most recently, Mr. Tan earned the recognition as the best CEO for Emerging Markets Philippines by New York-based international finance magazine Institutional Investor, based on a poll of global investors and analysts. In 2019, he was named as the Management Man of the Year by the Management Association of the Philippines. Prior to joining BDO, Mr. Tan's banking experience includes over 15 years in the United States and the United Kingdom, acquired from institutions like the Mellon Bank, now the Bank of New York Mellon in Pittsburgh, Bankers Trust Company, now Deutsche Bank in New York, and the Barclays Group in New York and London. At Barclays London, he served as planning director and head of strategic planning for corporate and institutional services group of Barclays Bank PLC, and as chief operating officer for financial institution services group of BZW, the investment banking subsidiary of the Barclays Group. Mr. Tan is a CPA in the Philippines and the United States. He is also the chairman of the board of trustees of De La Salle University and the chairman of BankNet. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Commerce, cum laude from De La Salle University, and an MBA from the Wharton University of Pennsylvania.
Mr. Nestor Tan, Chairman, Board of Trustees, will now give the commencement address.
Thank you very much. It's really an honor to open this ceremony today. So let me start with the pleasantries. Brother Ray Suplido, President of DLSU, Brother Bernie Oka, Chancellor of DLSU, faculty and administrators of DLSU, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me start by extending one big congratulations to all of the graduates. So why don't you give yourself a big hand of applause? You deserve it. Your hard work has paid off, and you now have your degree. And nobody can take that away from you, unless you cheated, of course. Okay? Beyond the graduates, I'll be remiss if I did not give credit where credit is due. First, to the parents, spouses, relatives, and friends who have supported the graduates assembled here today. My heartfelt congratulations to you. This is your triumph as well. Without your support, financial, intellectual, and emotional, this would not have been possible. Congratulations as well to the faculty and administrators of the LSU. They are the ones who trained you to be ready today. And today, the DLSU community produced another batch of young men and women eager to contribute to society. I have great respect for educators. Both my parents were educators, and educators are necessary or essential to the progress of any nation. I think, as far as most can remember, the graduation is held here in PICC. But I recall we were, if not the first, one of the first batches that held their graduation here. Before my time, the graduation was held at the football field. Most of you don't know what that is now. Okay? How time flies. It was only a while back that I was in the same position as you are. Now, several decades later, I am here as your commencement speaker. And it is because Brother Ray felt that after a few decades leaving Salle, I'm now ready to impart something to you for the next stage in your life. But before you get excited, I assure you I will not be discussing anything academic. No talk on globalization, on technology, or the nuances of public policy and strategy. Okay? Your professors can do a better job at that. What I will share, though, are the nuggets of wisdom that I have learned about life and career management over the years. Let me start with a conversation I had with an executive recruiter a while back. He asked me what I believe to be the most important quality in a recruit. And without hesitation, I answered attitude. What do I mean? You may have a good starting point in life. You have your degree, your reputation, sometimes your wealth and your position in society. But in the end, it is your personal attitude that will determine how far you go in any undertaking. Let me start then with stating the obvious. I think most of you will not like this. There is no substitute for hard work. Okay? Talent plus hard work is unbeatable. But talent without effort is a sure recipe for disappointment. As graduates of DLSU, you obviously have the talent. The question is, do you have the capacity for hard work? Average talent with a lot of due diligence will beat extraordinary talent with a poor work ethic every time. Therein lies my first advice. Develop the habit for hard work and reliability. Do not despair, though, if you think that it is tough. Hard work is habit forming. Your DLSU training should be your first step in developing that habit. Build on it. Next is your attitude towards success. What do you aspire for? And how do you define your success? We have been conditioned to think in terms of coming out on top. It is often about competition. The drive for number one, for the gold, the right to be called the best, the brightest, and the biggest. While laudable, it is bound to disappoint. The position at the top is narrow and oftentimes untenable. What I'm going to say next may appear counterintuitive. I ask you instead to strive for excellence. Redefine your concept of competition as a race towards excellence. Make that your measure of success. Life is a series of win or lose propositions. But in the end, nobody keeps score. Nobody knows how many times you've won or how many times you've lost. Only the successful is defined, and oftentimes it is defined as the one who has achieved excellence in their field consistently. And guess what? There is room for us all in that category of excellent achievers. This is proof of it. In today's world, we often recognize achievers in terms of Latin honors, as in the case of academe, leadership titles, awards, earnings, and wealth. To the graduates, I ask, Are those your measures of success? Some of you will say yes. This is where I get to my next point. How will you define your career a few years down the road? Will it be by your title, your paycheck, or the quality of the perks you enjoy? Or perhaps the size of your budget, or the number of people working for you? If that's how you define it, then think again. Do not mistake the trappings of success as success itself. Honors, titles, awards, and wealth are simply indicators of success. I urge you to define your career by your achievements. And be patient. Build your career one achievement at a time. And remember, consistency is key. However, consider the competition as your motivator to better yourself. Savor encouragement and the challenge you get from them. But never take competition personally. Isn't it curious that the best companies and best industries are bred in an environment of competition? Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi in Germany, the tech companies in Silicon Valley, Italian and French fashion, Honda, Toyota, and Nissan in Japan. Okay? Yet, companies in this type of environment achieve success without the benefits or the bragging rights of being number one. They are simply among the best. Therefore, achieve for your own satisfaction. Only then will you enjoy the trappings of success. No less important in all of these is your attitude towards leadership. And I'm sure some of you will be in a leadership position shortly or in a few years to come. How do you view yourself as a leader? Okay. There have been so many books and lectures on the subject of leadership. But at the end of the day, it's quite simple. As a wise man said, I think it was Lao Tzu, you become a leader because others choose to follow. Therefore, it is your followers that define you as a leader. Titles do not make one a leader. Titular leadership may be bestowed, but real leadership must be earned. To be a leader, you must have a purpose. You must have credibility. You must have courage, and you must have a genuine concern for others who share your purpose. There are books or training sessions that will help you develop the traits of a leader, but in the end, it is your follower that will define you as a leader. Fourth is your attitude towards learning. Are you willing to put in time to improve yourself? A lot of the things that we learn will become irrelevant in 5 years. There will always be a new technology, a new law, a new way of doing things, and a new opportunity. How do you acquire new knowledge and skills to adapt to changing times? Consider the concept of lifelong learning. Do not view your degree as the end of learning, but rather the beginning of a lifelong journey towards the discovery of truth and knowledge. Hopefully, your time at the DLSU has taught you not only new knowledge, but the skill and the habit to acquire new knowledge as well. Finally, this is important, always remember that in business, in your career, integrity is non-negotiable. How much do you value your integrity? Of all the assets you build up over time, integrity has the longest shelf life. People may forget what you've done. They may forget a mistake or two that you made, but they will never forget the fact that they can or cannot trust you. The other side of that coin is that dishonesty can do damage to your career that you may never recover from. One cannot be honest today, dishonest tomorrow, and honest the day after. So pay particular attention to your integrity. For all the talk of hard work, excellence, integrity, learning, and leadership, I saved the most important advice for the end, and that is your personal outlook. In short, relax. Don't take yourself too seriously. Okay? You are often defined by what you do. However, you should not allow peer pressure to define that for you. Strive to achieve the right mix of doing what you like, doing what you're good at, doing what the world needs, and hopefully getting paid for it. Okay? The Japanese have a term for it. They call it ikigai. And they said it's a formula for success and happiness. So get your priorities straight. For what is success if you don't have someone to share it with? What is success if it comes at a huge personal cost? What is success if you do not like what you're doing? Strike a balance between your work and personal lives and follow your passion. Invest in your personal relationships, your family, friends, colleagues, and mentors, but be sincere. These relationships will give you immeasurable dividends in the long run and give your success more meaning. They are the people who are only too willing to share it with you and be happy with you in a genuine way. Hard work, striving for excellence, looking at achievements, following leadership, learning, and your personal priorities, your attitude towards life will mean a lot more than your degree. Before you walk out of this room today, I'd like to leave you with some parting thoughts that I use as a guide in my life. The first is a quote from the Bible. Paraphrased, it says, "Take care of today, and tomorrow will take care of itself." Life has a funny way of rewarding us. It comes at times you least expect. So keep on doing the right things now, put in the work and effort now, and trust that good things will come later. The second is a quote from Ernest Hemingway, and it goes like this: "There's nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self." Strive always for self-development. Avoid comparing yourself to others, for surely you will always find somebody better or lesser than you are. You end up either green with envy or arrogantly full of yourself. The third is a quote from an unknown author. I got it from social media. Okay? So in my little way, that's my millennial contribution. It says, "Work for a cause, not for applause. Live to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed. Just make your absence felt." So try not to get intoxicated with the adulation of others. They are temporary. Feel good with your achievements. Remember, the hardest person to please is yourself. So young graduates, go out in this world, focus on the present to better yourself, contribute so that your absence is always felt. Your future started in DLSU. It continues with you making the most of what DLSU has molded you into. Thank you, good luck, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Tan. May we request Mr. Tan to please remain standing, and Dr. Robert Loleda, Vice Chancellor for Academics, to read the citation for the plaque of appreciation.
De La Salle University, Manila, Republic of the Philippines, presents this plaque of appreciation to Nestor V. Tan for sharing his invaluable time and experience during the 187th DLSU commencement exercises as a distinguished commencement speaker, given this 29th day of February 2020 at the Philippine International Convention Center, Pasay City, Metro Manila. Signed, Brother Raimundo B. Suplido, FSC, PhD, President, Nelson Marcos, PhD, University Registrar.
Thank you, Dr. Roleda. To present the plaque of appreciation is the President, Brother Raimundo Suplido, FSC, PhD, and the Chancellor. Thank you, Dr. Roleda, Brother Chancellor, Brother President, and Dr. Tan. Dr. Robert Roleda, Vice Chancellor for Academics, will now present the candidates for graduation who have been admitted to the Jose Rizal Honor Society and those who will receive academic awards. May we also request Brother Raimundo B. Suplido, FSC, PhD, President, to present the medals to the awardees.
Upon graduation, students who have remained on the Dean's First Honors List with a grade point average of 3.400 or above in all trimesters are admitted to full membership in the Jose Rizal Honor Society. The students who are admitted to the Jose Rizal Honor Society are Cho Won Hee, BS in Applied Economics. Aldesma John Ryan, BS in Applied Economics. Noicom Isabel, BS in Marketing Management. Rivera Ann Dominic, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Students who maintain the required residency and academic standards are awarded academic honors. Summa cum laude with a minimum cumulative grade point average of 3.800. Magna cum laude with a cumulative grade point average of 3.600 to 3.799. Cum laude with a cumulative grade point average of 3.400 to 3.599. Graduating cum laude are Amboy Romina Marie, BS in Accountancy. Chai Dennis Fay, BS in Interdisciplinary Business Studies. Ko Nathan, BS in Applied Corporate Management. Gan Albert, BS in Management of Financial Institutions. Hipolito Reggie, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Isidro Jan Pauline, BS in Marketing Management. Isidro Pamela Joy, BS in Marketing Management. Lau Ian Patrick, BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics. Marquez Cassandra, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Ong Emil Brian, BS in Management of Financial Institutions. Parinia Christine Adriel, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Kibilan Daniela Gloria, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Tan Vince Patrick, BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics. Tong Mary Maxine, BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics. Wong Johan Justin, BS in Applied Corporate Management. Graduating magna cum laude are Arastia Mariela Isabel, BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics, and BS in Business Management. Blanca Flor Rene Julia, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. Cho Won-hee, BS in Applied Economics. Dionko Kyla Nicole, BS in Management of Financial Institutions. Ledesma Jan Ryan, BS in Applied Economics. Noicom Isabel, BS in Marketing Management. Rivera Ann Dominic, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Graduating summa cum laude is So Clyde Jarvis, BS in Management of Financial Institutions. Graduating with honorable mention are students who obtained a cumulative grade point average of 3.200 to 3.399. Also, the academic departments award gold medals for excellence and achievement in certain fields. The medals were presented to the awardees during the college recognition rites.
Thank you, Dr. Roleda and Brother President. Ms. Nelka Leila Villarin, Dean of Student Affairs, will now present the candidates for graduation who will receive special awards. May we invite Ms. Ritzy Ian de Vera, Vice President for Lasallian Mission, to present the medals to the awardees.
The university endeavors to honor student athletes who have consistently rendered outstanding performance in various competitions and have made a mark as a Lasallian athlete. The Athletics Award is given to the following: Andrada Lara Sofia, BS in Legal Management. Dimaandal Kirhen Angela, Bachelor of Science in Biology. And Mejia Giovanni, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics with specialization in computer applications. The university recognizes well-rounded students who have made a significant contribution to the upliftment of their fellow Filipino through their tireless and selfless service. The Community Development Award is given to Leviste Cristiana Micaela, BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics, and Bachelor of Science in Management of Financial Institutions. The university endeavors to develop its students in many dimensions. In particular, the institution commits itself to the development of leaders who will be positive agents of change in society. Graduating students who best exemplify Lasallian leadership attributes are duly awarded. The Student Leadership Award is given to Briones Adrian Jesse, Bachelor of Science in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics, and Bachelor of Science in Management of Financial Institutions. The LaSalle University recognizes the Lasallian who best exemplifies the vision-mission statement of the university with the Brother Gabriel Conan Award, the highest distinction given to a graduating student. The recipient of this award embodies the Lasallian pillars of faith, zeal for service, and communion in mission, as evidenced by the student's outstanding accomplishments in the fields of academics, leadership, and community engagement. As an epitome of an ideal Lasallian graduate, the Brother Gabriel Conan Awardee serves as inspiration to fellow graduates to pursue the university mission of being a resource for church and nation. The Brother Gabriel Conan Award is given to Cho Won-hee, Bachelor of Science in Applied Economics.
Thank you, Ms. Villarin and Ms. De Vera. May we request the Brother President to please acknowledge the candidates for graduation from the different colleges. Reverend Brother President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees from the School of Economics. Reverend Brother President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees from the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business. Reverend Brother President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees from the College of Science. Reverend Brother President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees from the Brother Andrew Gonzalez FSC College of Education. Reverend Brother President, since all the candidates presented for graduation have well and faithfully fulfilled all the requirements prescribed in their courses of study, we respectfully request that they be accepted and admitted to the titles and degrees they have merited. All candidates, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in De La Salle University, by the Commission on Higher Education of the Republic of the Philippines, I accept the candidates presented for academic titles and degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations, LaSallian graduates.
Thank you, Brother President. Graduates, please be seated. May we invite Dr. Robert Roleda to impose the hood and Brother President to present the commendation to the doctoral degree graduates.
Doctor of Business Administration, Makalintal Jose Martin. Mentored by Dr. Maria Victoria Tibon. Matriano Don Jericho. Mentored by Dr. Brian Gozun. Doctor of Philosophy in Biology, Evertone Marisol, mentored by Dr. Esperanza Maribel Agoo. Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry, Ebajo Jr. Virgilio, mentored by Dr. Glenn Alea. Lagua Faith Marie, mentored by Dr. Glenn Alea. Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Linguistics, Agbayani Richard, mentored by Dr. Rochelle Irene Lucas. Alido Ruth, mentored by Dr. Paulina Gocheco. Anudin Ali, mentored by Dr. Rochelle Irene Lucas. Santos Myla, mentored by Dr. Paulina Gocheco. Tonyo Jimilen, mentored by Dr. Rochelle Irene Lucas. Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, De La Paz Gail, mentored by Dr. Jerome Owano. Ibalobor Maria Roxanne, mentored by Dr. Jerome Owano. Nob Rene, mentored by Dr. John Addy Garcia. Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, major in Biology, David Adonis, mentored by Dr. Maricar Prudente. Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, major in Mathematics, Alimondo Monica, mentored by Dr. Ausencia Limhap. And Gonzales Aurora, mentored by Dr. Maricar Prudente.
Thank you, Dr. Roleda and Brother President. May we invite Dr. Marites Tiongco, Dean of School of Economics, Dr. Raymond Girard Tan, Vice Chancellor for Research and Innovation, Dr. Gil Nonato Santos, Vice Chancellor for DLSU Laguna Campus, and Dr. Arnel Onesimo Uy, Vice Chancellor for Administration, to present the commendation to the graduates from the School of Economics.
BS in Applied Economics and MS in Economics, To Woni. Ledesma John Ryan. Ruiz Mark Gerald. Master in Applied Economics, Aralira Carla. Albaño Maria Corazon. Caldino Frankly. Carpio Jonathan Leo. Chua Nina Elora. Gozo Mary Angelette. Ibarra Rafael Antonio. Labayo Sherilyn. Libre Miguel Augusto. Liwag Mark Christian. Mapadat Imelda Ray. Moyano Sharon. Prenya Emmanuel. Putong Eileen Renee. Sakbibit Mary Grace. San Luis Meredith. Silverio Carmela. Tikia Jocelyn Joyce. Toyokawa Shun. Ventura Mona Lisa Sharon. MS in Economics, Chin Ling. AB major in Economics and BS in Business Management, Del Rosario Mikel Luis. AB major in Economics and BS in Legal Management, Liu Kin Alexandru. AB, major in economics and BS in marketing management. Fontanilla Justin. BS in applied economics, major in financial economics and BS in advertising management. Lim Star. BS in applied economics, major in financial economics and BS in business management. Arastia Mariela Isabel. D. Oriel Samantha. Lo Janelle. BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics, and BS in Management of Financial Institutions. Briones Adrian Jesse. Lau Matthew Gabriel. Leviste Christiana Micaela. Lim Kimberlyn. Pascual Rafael Luis. BS in Applied Economics, major in Industrial Economics, and BS in Business Management. Kagitla Samantha Danielle. BS in Applied Economics, major in Industrial Economics, and BS in Marketing Management. De Ocampo John Marie Emanuel. Embuscado Trish Jewel. AB, major in Economics. Lepatan Maureen Andre. Magsanok Katrina. BS in Applied Economics, major in Financial Economics. Dasugo Serena Ashley. Dipasupil Rosa Isabella. Go Kevin Ryan. Hernandez Maria Margarita. Inocencio Angelica. Lau Ian Patrick. Leiko Carl Christopher. Lim Valerie. Reyes Joaquin Miguel. Reyes Samantha May. Santa Maria Luis Angelo. Tan Vince Patrick. Tong Mary Maxine. Villegas Andy Patrick. Wikoko Martina Isabel. BS in Applied Economics, major in Industrial Economics. Alcalde Fahad. Carlos Marian Patricia. And Loho Ralph Angelo.
Thank you, Dr. Tionco. May we invite Dr. Emilina Sarial, Dean of the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business, to join the other administrators in presenting the commendation to the graduates from the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business.
Master in Risk and Insurance Management, Bautista Annalene Hamisola Mikhail. Master of Business Administration, Asielo Eliza May. Adina Charlene Gale. Aguilera Portoliano Sid. Alcantara Joe Mar. Angeles Raymond. Bacala Jessa. Balagtas Brian. Barillo Juris. Bravo Jimmy. Kalanog Michelle Jane. Kasuga Ian Rissi. Cheng Kevin Jason. Chua Jenilyn. Concepcion Ruby Amalia. De la Cruz Maria Canamay. Fajota Timothy Joseph. Gailon Charmin. Ibasco Sarah Jane. Hamon Justin Angelo. Quezon Ann Sheridi. Laureano Madeline. Liao Jonas Rafael. Pagaspas Roland Joseph. Parungaw Liam Carlo. Prieto Sofia Maria Teresa. Reyes Michelle. Rivera Carla Jane. Salazar Joshua Paul. Salvador Rodel. Santiago John Ezekiel. Master of Business Administration, Major in Marketing, Relingo Julius Paulo. Master of Marketing Communications, Andaya Nicole Ariel. Aragones April May. Bahar Jean Pauline. Boak Elijah Abdel. De Jesus Maria Julia Margarita. Esperanza Jana Claire. Hernandez Shaira. Hidalgo Andrea. Krishnan Chessy Alethea. Liza Ramilin. Lopez Gabrielle Angeli. Macaraeg Jeremiah Luis. Munoz Margaret. Nieto Erwin. Oliveros Leonette. Kenyano Laura. Samar Janice. Santillan Rumor Alan. MS in Accountancy. Bermundo Mia. De la Peña Michael Jerome. Esmenia Jessica. MS in Computational Finance. Lyson Arwin. MS in Entrepreneurship. Atendido Jan Nathalia. Batak Jr. Alex. Concepcion Beatriz Denise. Cruz Marinel. Rivera Noel Christopher. MS in Financial Engineering, Bigay Francis Carmi. MS in Industrial Relations Management, Montinola Ricardo Luis IV. Santiago Maria Regina. MS in Marketing, Bio Maria Isabel Zeraya. BS in Accountancy, Amboy Romina Marie. Baltazar Donita Joy. Belena Nicole. Bongayon Emmanuel Zain. Cancino Arvin Jedrick. Caraig Reden. Carcueva Juliana. Claraval Catherine. Co Charles Evander. Contreras Chanel. Crisostomo Evangeline Ann. Cristobal Regina Marie. Cuenca Maria Luisa. De Jesus Franco Miguel. De la Cruz Mariela Lynn. De la Cruz Nico Nel. De la Cruz Ramon Iñaki. Eustaquio Gian Clarice. Fortune Franco Rafael. Gagan Rain Rizal. Gardini Patrick David. Go Burberry. Go Marie Catherine. Ignacio Rizal Kate. Lipana Rika Angela. Mata Gary Joshua. Molina Jaya Reichard. Nang Benedict Merwin. Pamatian Yan Paulo. Pila Andrea Jasmine. Reguyal Ara Josmin. Salvado Macy Ann Patricia. Silverio Jesslyn. Tan Micah Isaiah. Tolentino Malia Gabriel. Triñanes Ivan Jason. Uy Renzo John. Vedan Dominic. BS in Advertising Management, Abalos Benjamin IV. Ajero Isabella Sofia. Angulo Poliana. Castillo Madeline Kate. To Dina. Dennis Rich Bianca. Guy Madeline. Hautegan Julian Marie. Miklat Elisha, Ngo Erica Diane, Nieva Maxine, Quintos Maria Jerica Antoine, Salis Mauricia Sabrina, Toker Yasmin, Urbano Rosario Alexandra, Villanueva Hazel Lei, V. Abigail Robin, Wu Xinyi Zion Hansen. BS in Applied Corporate Management, Atienza Albert Don Lee, Ko Nathan, Tan Sean Paul Dillon, Wong Johan Justin. BS in Business Management, Aala Rafael Piolo, Abubakar Datu Mathar, Acosta Carlo Miguel, Aenle Sebastian Gio, Akyate Kiara, Andres Kylie Ann, Arada Lloyd Bryant, Arceo Stefano Patrick Paulo, Asistores Matthew Aiden, Bato Christopher John, Bocade Jobian, Bravo Philip Gabriel, Camayo Jose Marie Pocholo, Candava Gwyneth Bea, Canlas Dominique Edward, Karakut Katrina Unique, Chan Henrico, Chia Tech Hui, Closa Mary Bernadette, Ko Yan Adrian, Ko Jason, Del Valle Aliana Beatriz Simon, De Los Santos Troy Vincent, Dizon William Lloyd, Figueroa Francis Roman, Guardiola Luigi Aaron, Ha Temin, Jimenez Rochelle Pauline, Jaime Luis Emilio, La Fuente Timothy Carl, Lagarico Darlene, Lagman Lance Philippe, Lee Maria Katrina, Yi Wu Jin, Liao Mark Frederick, Lim Nestor Francesca Joaquin, Lim Vince Kerwin, Lupena Miguel Lorenzo, Makapundag Sanya Leila, Mangubat Joaquin Alfonso, Martem Trisha Marie, Mirasol David Andrew, Munsayak Kurt William, Nasyanseno M. Jane, Ngo Melvin Jude, Ong Clarice Erica, Palor Kaiselin Azra, Paraiso Jaime Lorenzo, Patalinghog Jason, Prieto Carlos Juan Francisco, Ke Micael Lianzo, Ramirez Alfonso Gabriel, Rebano Joaquin Paulo, Reyes Randy Alejandro, Salud Paulo Gonzalo, Seneca Alexandra Kirsty, Sisik Sandra Mir, Suarez Vince Stefan, Sugimati Gian Harry, C. Justine K, Tan Lim Jonathan Luke, Tiberio John Lawrence, Tiu Nicole, Topacio Isabella Maria, Uy Jose Luis IV, Uy Rachel Patricia, Yao Danella Georgette, Yao Harley Johansson, Yap Alexandra Ray, Yu Brian Nicolas, BS in Entrepreneurship, Alvarez Angeli Marie, Arambulo Dan Patrick, Arota Noah Van, Cabrera Rafael Antonio, Dino Stephanie Nicole, Espino Samuel Xerxes, Ligeralde Andrea Grace, Makasait Joseph General, Mediodia Rafael Enrique, Mendoza Mark Joshua, Nayahangan Sean Kale, Ramirez Christian May, Ramos Hans Christian, Te Alia Janelle, Valenzuela Maria Criselda Rica, Yang Antonio Miguel, Yap Erica Therese, BS in Interdisciplinary Business Studies, Antonio Russell Sean, Cabildo Miguel Antonio, Tai Denise Faye, Tai Hubert Alvin, Diaz Austin Bernard, Donato Emmanuel Rafael, Figueroa Jose Miguel, Jacobe Ricardo Salvador, Mendezona Jose Miguel Angel, Ramos Ana Dominique, C. Patrick, So Adrian Daniel, Texon Gerard Vincent, Torres Gamaliel, Zubiri Christian, BS in Legal Management, Akdal Eliza Kyle, Alarcon Micaela Regine, Andrada Lara Sofia, Baldos Christian Jean, Baluyot Mary White Glendale, Barrion Jesse Lorenzo, Buzon Eliza, Caraan Raldin Hilario, Castro Francis Ann, Contreras Jeannie Faye, Dabi Carla Dawn, Gonzalez Jenery Kaina, Lee Hannah Louise, Makaraeg Kif Fewin, Magaway Jessica, Magpok Jacob, Malyabo Karen Angel, Manyo Don Joshua, Matibag Roberto Martin, Palad Ray Christian, Ravalo Juan Rafael, Rimando Emmanuel Clarice, Sanchez II Conrad, Tan Kim Darrell, Tan Melissa Jane, Tan Nuki, Tan Timothy Lance, Tu Joname, Valencia Pamela, Villar Maria Florderiza, Yu Justin Lyle, Zaraga Jr. Daniel, BS in Management of Financial Institutions, Adriano Andre Jose, Agbayani Princess Louise, Aliman Jillian Therese, Año Nuevo Erica Shane, Benito Isabel, Bergantin Danica Danielle, Borge Belinda Nicaela, Briones Krissa, Briones Ivan Jerome, Kader City Isa, Canlas Aisel, Castro Ronaldo Martin, Chan Charmaine Jezelyn, Chu John Andre, Chua Christian Nico, Chua Kyle Jefferson, Chua Micah Abigail, Damgo Jamaica, Daplas Patricia Angela, Demiar Dana Claire, Difuntorum Jason Ryan, Yonko Kyla Nicole, Domingo Rhea May, Duron Alvia Nicole, Elgaran Hannah Joyce, Escobar Crizal, Española Alia Trisha, Fernando Zaira Pauline, Gan Albert, Garcia Isabel Celine. Hong Erin Denise. Imperio Miguel Joshua. Inson Jewel. Israel Kenna Maiza. Laksamana Raven Aimee. Lim Alex Lin. Limbo Dominique Dana. Louis Christine Joanne. Makatangay John Christian. Manalastas Paulo Enrique. Mendiola Jose Mico. Mendoza Alexander Isaiah. Nang Cha Eliza Marie Gale. Ochoa Kimberly May. Ong Emil Bryan. Ordoña Ryan Luisa. Pascual Leonia Cynthia. Ramilo Jewel Abbey. Ramos Nashim Hassan. Romantigue Evan Daniel. Sales Maria Bernadette. Santiago Dave Vincent. Santos Danica. Santos Maria Jerica Beatrix. Sarita Danica Denise. Severo Ronnie. Sevilla Rafael. Siang Micaela Nicole. Saw Clyde Jarvis. T. Hazel Leanne. Tew Michelle Antonia. Uy Brent Matthew. Velasquez Nathan Edbert. Velayo Rizal Luis. Vitug Alisa Marie. BS in Marketing Management, Akyate Kiana. Alonzo Patrick Joseph. Ann Tong Min. Bagilod Maria Beatriz. Ballesteros June Rafael. Bangalan Naaman Daniel. Bonifacio Jemima II. Kataal Rihanna Margot. Chung Justin Gabriel. Chong Annika Miles. Chuaunsu Daniel Randolph. Cruz Serena Francesca Dominique. De Robles Rovi Ramon. De Vera Genaro IV. Del Rosario Robbie May. Domasian Justin Ray. Dondonay Angela Nicole. Francisco Paul Dominic. Gabriel Patrick Uriel. Gatmaitan Elizabeth Ann. Guanco Annika Victoria. Isidro Jan Pauline. Isidro Pamela Joy. Husoy Elisha Maria. Kim T. Juan. Lacson Paulo Alfonso. Lagdameo Juan Miguel Antonio. Lagman Justine Bianca. Isanggun. Lee John Stephen. Lim Austin Luther. Lopez Angel. Loria Patricia Carla. Luna Lorenzo Marwin. Manantil Juan Miguel. Manzo Alexandre Patrick. Nalagan Anna Melinda. Noicom Isabel. Nunez Antonino Leonardo. Olegario Patricia Marie. Paez Erica. Pangilinan Patricia Nicole. Pak Sung Hun. Peralta Samantha Lorraine. Perez Kirsten Carlisle. Regidor Raleigh. Rosales Gian Philip. Shiliano III John. Siapno Judith Marie. Suwa Sager Masterson. Tan Aaron. Tuazon Micaela Rachel. Uy Stefan. Valenzuela Angeline Carmela. Vergara Robert Stan. Vasmer Alexandra Marie. And Yamori Mika.
Thank you, Dr. Sariao. May we invite Dr. Glenn Alea, Dean of the College of Science, to join the other administrators in presenting the commendation to the graduates from the College of Science.
MS in Biology, De Gia Jessica Joyce, De la Cruz Maria Criselda, Inson Jessamine Gale, Jose Judith Clarice. MS in Environmental Science and Ecosystem Management, Bangsal John Christopher. MS in Mathematics, Chua Denmar. MS in Physics, Kadondon Jumar. Garcia Jacob Alberto. BS in Biochemistry, Kainoy Francesca Marie Nicole. Hontiveros Andreo Alejandro. Maligmat Christine Vine. Ngo Arvin Jeffrey. BS in Biology, Acuña Angelica Kristen. Bentulan Moira Janine. Bitong Maria Veronica Susan. Carolino Patricia Eunice. Consolacion Isabel Ann. Diego Francis Alicia. Dimaandal Kyron Angela. McKay Eleanor May. Robles Irvina Charis. Robles Maria Daniela. Simundak John Martin Hans. Trinchera Katrina Isabel. BS in Chemistry, Velasco Maria Janina. BS in Chemistry, minor in Business Studies, Concepcion Joshua Christian. BS in Mathematics with specialization in Computer Applications, Mejia Giovanni. BS in Physics, minor in Finance, Marshadesh Claudine Kevin. BS in Physics with specialization in Medical Instrumentation, Tupaz Ramon Jan Luigi. BS in Pre-Med Physics, Chang Jasper James. Mendoza Jose Enrique. Morales Ella Marie Angela. And BS in Statistics, major in Actuarial Science, Tan Pauline Noel.
Thank you, Dr. Alea. May we invite Dr. Raymond Season, Dean of the Brother Andrew Gonzalez FSC College of Education, to join the other administrators in presenting the commendation to the graduates from the Brother Andrew Gonzalez FSC College of Education.
MA in Counseling, Alkiza April. Galicia Jonart. Le T. Fung. Magtibay Lara Diane. Teodoro Mariama. MA in Education, major in Educational Leadership and Management. Karaan Leandro Gabriel. Lascano Hiromi. Sim Luz Viminda. MA in English Language Education. Brianna Joseph Christopher. Tan Dana Naria. MA in Teaching, major in English Language. Benito Jose Rafael. Gana Kiara Adrian. Jovellanos Faith Edlin. Lizada Marie Christine. Muhammad Maria Gia. MA major in Special Education. Go Kim Danella Erna. Master of Education, major in Mathematics, Manapat Maria Carmina Lu. Master of Education, major in Special Education, Santillana Jan Maries. MS in Teaching, major in Biology, Kapilitan Stephen. Eval Abigail. Pendergat Rodel. Retone Lawrence. MS in Teaching, major in Mathematics, Reyes Ronald Christopher. MS in Teaching, major in Physics, Aurelio Mark Joseph. Pinar Freddie Rose Ivan. Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education, Amante Patricia Gabrielle. Cruz Sofia Andrea. Cudia Mia Isabella. Golion Kyle Vladimir. Hipolito Reggie. Marquez Cassandra. Pariña Christine Adriel. Kibilan Daniela Gloria. Rivera Ann Dominique. Villalmel Tricia. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Biology, Beringuela John Rick. Manahan Mary Angela. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Arceo Ren Bernard. Bibera Maria Katrina Eunice. Blancaflor Renee Julia. Gao Shan. Hanasaki Hisashi. Huang Austin. Kim Hyung Sok. Sa Ji-yeon. And Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Physical Sciences, Cruz Joey Rafa.
Thank you, Dr. Sison, Dr. Tan, Dr. Santos, and Dr. Uy. We would also like to thank Mr. Philip Adrian Rentillo for introducing the graduates. Dr. Nelson Arboleda Jr., President, De La Salle Alumni Association, will lead the graduates in the alumni oath-taking. All graduates, please rise.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. A graduate of La Salle and qualified for admission to the De La Salle Alumni Association, do hereby declare that I will comply with the membership regulations of this Association of Former Students of De La Salle Brothers in the Philippines. I will do everything in my power to support the DLSAA and the chapter to which I belong, to encourage fellowship and cooperation among members, to practice the Lasallian tenets of Religio, Mores, and Cultura, to assist in the development of my school, and to serve God and country above all else. So help me God. Congratulations, Animo La Salle.
Thank you, Dr. Arboleda. Fellow alumni, please be seated. Ms. Nelka Leila Villarin will now introduce the graduate who will give the response on behalf of the graduating class.
Our speaker this afternoon is a magna cum laude graduate of Bachelor of Science in Applied Economics and Master of Science in Economics. She is a consistent honors student and now a member of the distinguished Jose Rizal Honors Society. As an international student, she values diversity and engages in multicultural experiences, including exchange program in Waseda University in 2017-2018. She represented the university in academic competitions and conferences, including the 14th Economics Global Economic Challenge in 2016 at Jakarta, Indonesia, where she emerged as champion, the Global Initiative Symposium in 2017 at Taiwan, and the Maybank Go Ahead Challenge in 2017 Global Finals in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where she was second runner-up. She believed that her Lasallian education nurtured her passion to serve others. Her engagement in social development initiatives include participation in competitions for innovative solutions to social issues in Asia. And she volunteered as interpreter in the International Convention for Asia-Pacific Peace and Prosperity, both in 2019. She didn't have them all come easy. Her own personal and family experiences allowed her to be grounded. She saw God's movement in her life as well as in her family, where her faith has taught her to see the value of hard work, excellence, and service. Greatly inspired by the story of our founder, St. John Baptist de La Salle, and his teachings, she commits to herself to doing her share for the poor, especially the young. She has been the children ministry head of the Galilee Christian Mission Fellowship since 2010 to present, and she is the communications director of Give That PH, a non-government organization established to help Filipino school children have better opportunities. She was the first recipient in 2016 of the Gawad Brother Blimon Pierre FSC, an award given to the most outstanding international student who exemplifies the Lasallian values and shows better understanding of diversity in the world. Our speaker is given the Loyalty Award and also the Sixto K. Rojas Gold Medal for Excellence in Economics for having attained the highest cumulative general point average from among the graduates in the School of Economics. Ladies and gentlemen, to give the response on behalf of the graduating batch from the School of Economics, recipient of Loyalty Award and the Brother Gabriel Conan FSC Award, Ms. Won Hee Cho.
Thank you, Dean Nelka, for that very warm introduction. And my heartfelt gratitude goes to the University Honors and Awards Council for giving me the honor to give the response on behalf of the graduates today. Guest of honor, Mr. Nestor Tan, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. University President, Brother Raimundo Suplido, FSC PhD. University Chancellor, Brother Bernard Oca, FSC PhD. To the administrators, faculty, and staff of the university, esteemed guests, beloved professors, and of course, my fellow graduates, a good afternoon to all. Today is a very special day. It's the 29th of February, an extra day that comes only once every 4 years. And what a pleasure it is to celebrate our milestone on this extra day given to us this 2020. So let's take time to relax a bit, just like what our guest of honor mentioned earlier. So maybe we can breathe in and breathe out. Or maybe that was just for me. Anyways, before I begin, let us give ourselves a round of applause for making it here. Faith. Growing up in a Christian family and coming from a LaSalle school since prep, the word faith was never new to me. And I'm sure each and every one of us here has encountered this word at least once in our lifetime. But when I stepped into DLSU, my perception of this value called faith broadened forever. One of the values my very first organization in DLSU instilled in its members was faith and responsibility. My initial reaction when I first heard of it was, isn't faith alone a supposedly big value, a standalone value? Why combine faith and responsibility into a single value? In the organization, faith was defined as an uplifting attitude that summons empowerment from within. But with faith comes responsibility, translating one's vision into action. So as I contemplated on the value, I had a eureka moment and I told myself, this is like what I learned back in high school, the Newton's third law of motion. Just like the law of action-reaction, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Under this train of thought, I began to realize, or understand rather, why faith should have an opposite reaction of responsibility. Today, please let my message revolve around three perspectives of faith. Faith in others, faith in self, and of course, faith in God. It's a great joy to share this meaningful end to one of the best chapters of our lives with the people who believed in us. Our administrators and university employees who tirelessly work to ensure we study in a world-class environment. Our educators who touch hearts, teach minds, and transform lives. Our family and friends who walk with us every step of the way. From the bottom of our hearts, maraming salamat po. Can we give a round of applause to the people who supported us? Our successes have meaning because we have people to share them with. Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Gray once said, I stand here today because someone believed in me and we owe it to our children to believe in them. This positivity, this mindset is something we can share to create a more meaningful and lasting impact in our society. Because of my parents who have dedicated their lives in community development and missions, I've been very fortunate enough to grow up with first-hand experiences of the realities of our society. I've worked in the slums of Tondo for over a decade, among other areas the foundation has been serving. During weekdays, I would be surrounded by people who are very fortunate and blessed enough to receive education, just like everyone in this hall. On weekends, I would be surrounded by people who have never even set foot in an educational institution because of harsh realities. They are underprivileged children who are very eager to go to school and learn, but their financial challenges and lack of encouragement in their environment hinder them from doing so. Yet, while their living conditions are poor, they remain happy and grateful. They keep a smile on their faces even if half their meals come from scavenging trash. Around 6 years ago, in one of the outreach activities I've attended, the leader of the session asked 5 to 10-year-old children to share what they are grateful for. Surprisingly, their answers were very, very simple. Nagpapasalamat ako dahil may trabaho ang tatay ko. Nagpapasalamat ako dahil kumain ako ng 2 beses kahapon. Let us ask ourselves, when was the last time we were thankful? And what were we grateful for? These children, despite living in extreme poverty, keep an optimistic outlook in life. They also have dreams to become teachers, doctors, policemen, and many more. And if you ask them why, they would answer, kasi gusto kong tumulong sa mga magulang ko. Kasi gusto kong tumulong sa mga batang katulad ko. These children, as early as 5 years old, dream to contribute to the society. And this was the very day I personally decided to be an active advocate of education. Because with education, their dreams can become a reality. And this was also the day I found my why. Just like how I was blessed with people who supported me, I wanted to pay it forward by giving faith to these hopeful children. And with faith, feel the responsibility to do something, no matter how big, how small, in order to empower these Filipino children. While I found passion for education, for others it may not be the same. Some may be passionate about gender equality, environment, or animal welfare. But I do hope each and every one of us finds their own personal advocacy and purpose. Because when we combine efforts and allow inclusivity to prosper, we will be passing on a better we will be passing on a better place for the next generations to live in. Today, we live in a time where there is so much pressure to look perfect, feel perfect, and be perfect. But truth be told, we aren't. We fail every now and then, and that's okay because we learn from our failures and get better. Although sometimes it does take time. And they do not define who we are. Born in Korea and raised in the Philippines, I grew up in this country as a foreigner, and my life here has been a quite eventful journey. One day back in grade 3, I came home crying to my mom, insisting that I must learn the Filipino language. The young 9-year-old kid probably felt left out because people would speak in a different language she couldn't speak. So from that day on, the shows I used to watch on TV shifted from our childhood shows, Roly Poly Oly, Bananas in Pajamas, to Darna, Bubble Gang, and PBB. And yes, I would even text my vote every eviction night to save the housemate I rooted for at that time. But no, it wasn't just for Ryan Bang. So I struggled to learn the Filipino language because I didn't want people to define my worth just because of a lack of proficiency in the language. As years passed by, my proficiency in Filipino increased. And now it's not just about speaking the language, it's about loving the language. At ngayon, sobrang mahal ko na ang wikang Filipino. Aside from cultural differences and adjustments, growing up in the Philippines as a first-generation migrant has always been a series of challenges. Financial difficulties, identity crisis, legal setbacks, and limitations. And the greatest challenge of them all was to see my parents struggle. And yet, amidst such adversities, they continued to serve. So back then, as young children, my brother and I would complain why they would help others when we couldn't even live comfortably. But looking back, I realized that those challenging days were when I grew my faith and learned to count my blessings. And that's also when I realized that serving others should be a habit and not a chore. Thank you. Proverbs 16 verse 3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." The Lord is inviting us to surrender ourselves to Him, and in return, He promises plans to reward us and not to harm us. Plans to give us hope and a future. With a faith in God, a higher being, we become responsible for our actions. Yes, we are not perfect and we commit mistakes every day, but we strive to become true stewards of God's creations. So to Mom and Dad, our journey in this country wasn't easy. There were years where you feared that I wouldn't be able to go to school the following year because of financial struggles. But praise God, because He was faithful and He provided. Thank you for raising me here, a country filled with hope and warmth. And this place has become my hometown, and I am a proud Filipina at heart. Up to this day, thank you. Oh no. Up to this day, both of you serve as my biggest inspiration to strive for excellence and to work hard. And for that, Mom and Dad, thank you. Oma, Appa, 감사합니다. They say, the harder the struggle, the sweeter the victory. There were days where I questioned myself, kaya ko pa ba? But these were also the days I realigned myself in the journey of faith. I reminded myself of the whys. I continued to keep my faith in others, in myself, and in God. To those who are going through their own battles, don't let anyone define your worth. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in what you can do. You are valid, so are your dreams. We each have our own talents. Some may be more creative than others. Some may be athletic. Some may be more business-minded. Each and every one of us plays a pivotal role in today's society. Because everyone is needed, you are needed. Instead of asking, kaya ko ba? Let's start encouraging. Kaya ko to, kaya mo to, kaya natin to. What once seemed impossible becomes possible when you let your faith be bigger than your fears. Try to remember the last time your heart skipped a beat because you were so eager to make something happen. I'm sure in each and every one of us, we have a dream, a purpose, a challenge to conquer, a why. With grit and perseverance, let this journey of faith in others, faith in self, faith in God, be a purposeful one. As Lasallian graduates, we individually and collectively have the power to make an influence in our respective fields. Let us use that power wisely to make a positive influence in today's society. Like what my favorite Marvel hero once said, or rather always says, with great power comes great responsibility. It only takes a leap of faith to start the change we want to see. Let us strive to be Christian achievers for God and country. Congratulations to all and Animo Lasal.
Thank you, Ms. Cho. Please stand. Ms. Renee Julia Blancaflor, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, will lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater hymn.
Hail, hail, Alma Mater, hail to De La Salle. We'll hold your banner high and bright, a shield of green and white. We'll fight to keep your glory bright, and never shall we fail. Hail to thee, our Alma Mater, hail, hail, hail. Hail, hail, Alma Mater, hail to De La Salle. We'll hold your banner high and bright, a shield of green and white. We'll fight to keep your glory bright, and never shall we fail. Hail to thee, our Alma Mater, hail, hail, hail. Hail to thee, our Alma Mater, hail, hail, hail.
Thank you, Ms. Blancaflor. Please remain standing for the exit of the University Mace and Colors, followed by the Recessional of Administrators, Guests of Honor, University Fellows, and the faculty.
The sun is climbing slowly. I hold these moments closely, closely now. These waves hit a little harder. I know they're gonna carry me somewhere. Step into the open wide. Watch the future come alive. This is our time. Lost in its mind, this is our time. Lost in its mind, this is our time.
In today's world, we often recognize achievers in terms of Latin honors, as in the case of academe, leadership titles, awards, earnings, and wealth. To the graduates, I ask, are those your measures of success? Some of you will say yes. Do not mistake the trappings of success as success itself. I urge you to define your career by your achievements. And be patient. Build your career one achievement at a time. And remember, consistency is key. Take care of today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Life has a funny way of rewarding us. It comes at times you least expect. So keep on doing the right things now, put in the work and effort now, and trust that good things will come later.
See you in Anthem.